Okay, hello to all my grown folks. We back again. We talking about Travis Randolph, acquitted for a murder charge and several other Charges. Let's get into it.
Four men arrived when Rudolph's girlfriend contacted them, claiming Rudolph had assaulted her after she found texts from other women on his phone, telling them to come shoot up the house.
Were you aware before you left for Mr. Rudolph's house that your sister had smashed Travis's cell phone?
No.
One of those men, the girlfriend's brother, testifying he was throwing punches at Rudolph during the fistfight, but insisting no one pulled a gun and all four ran and got into their car. But
did your sister tell you prior to going over there to have a talk that she hit him over the head with a trophy?
No.
Did your sister tell you before you went over there to have this chat that she smashed his PlayStation?
No.
Did she tell you that she picked up a tequila bottle and hit him over the head?
No.
Did she tell you that she called Tierney, his sister, and threatened to have him killed?
No.
Did she tell you that she called his mother, Linda, and made threats to her as well?
No.
You didn't know any of that?
No.
Now fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
If you had known any of that, would that have changed what you did?
I'm unsure.
Rudolph shooting 39 rounds as they fled following a fight, showing jurors this surveillance video of bullets flying from Rudolph's semi-automatic rifle as he chased them down the street.
He came outside trying to fight. We were trying to get to the car, and he went back into the house, got a gun, came outside. We were in the car driving away, and he started to shoot at us.
And why didn't you just go man to man and have a talk with him? Right? You're the big protector. Why didn't you get in your car and go talk to him?
I'm not sure.
You've said she's your sister. You love her. You're her
Yes.
protector. You could have gotten in that car and drove to his house and had a chat, right?
Yes.
You didn't do that.
No.
Right. Because
Yes.
you weren't there to talk. That's what you want this jury to believe, but that's not the truth. You were there to shoot him because
No.
that's what you were instructed to do. Why did you need three other grown men, one of whom we know definitively had a gun, the one you sold him? Why did you need to go there with your crew, with your posse, to talk?
I didn't need them, but they came with me, yes.
Okay, I want to start on how the sister withheld information. And y'all heard the prosecutors asking, well, would you have still done these acts if you knew all the stuff that your sister did to the former NFL player? So let me back that up. Travis is a former NFL player, okay? He was messing around with baby girl. Side note, baby girl married this whole time. I don't know if Travis knew or not, but basically it was some DV going on. She was not innocent. She put hands on him, destroyed property, etc. And let's all keep in mind, this is Travis Rudolph, the former NFL player's house. Keep that in mind. If somebody pull up at your house, it don't even really matter what tip they on, right? Because they at your house. They came to you. Him with three other men. Okay? And because his sister manipulated him, he got caught in his feelings and emotions. And y'all already know what making decisions and acts when you in your feelings and emotions, y'all already know what that does. Now this happened in 21, I believe. But sitting here today in 2023, we all know you cannot make decisions based off your feelings and emotions because ish like this will happen. Especially, now this is old school knowledge. We all know you don't get in no stuff between no man and no woman. You don't get up in no domestic violence stuff. His sister purposely withheld information from him. His sister called him and told him come shoot up some stuff. What? And I know I'm jumping the gun here, but like a lot of people are saying in social media, the sister should be getting charged. He should be getting charged. Someone died in this. I want to say it was their brother. I'm not exactly sure. I got another video, and that one might tell us because there's multiple people involved here, but one person died and one person was injured. And they tried to put this on Travis, but let's get to the next video.
Go inside the house. Dominique's standing up with my phone in her hand, and she asked me, "Who's Kyla?"
Kyla?
Yes.
K-A-Y-L-A?
No, K-Y-L-A.
K-Y-L-A, okay. And who's Kyla? Who is she?
That was a friend that I met in Tallahassee.
And what was she asking? Why was she asking you who's Kyla?
From my knowledge, she went through my phone and she seen me and Kyla texting each other.
What was her attitude like?
You say what now?
What was her attitude like?
I could tell she was mad.
Oh, how can you tell?
So yeah, she called her brother in corrections. It's her brother who we just saw on the stand, his friend that got killed. So she went through, this is the former NFL star here, who's been fully acquitted. He didn't do anything wrong, but he still had to go on trial. She found these texts. All of this started from some jealousy, from some you texting somebody and I feel like you doing this and that. They got into it. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how it go. And then she called her brother to come spray up his stuff, quote, and her brother called his friends. And that's why they asked, why you ain't just come man to man and talk to him? Why you go get your friends and one of them got killed and behind you and behind your sister?
It's just how she asked it, and then like I went to like try to reach for my phone and she like kept it away from me. So I can tell she was mad.
All right. And what did you say when she asked you who Kyla was?
I told her let's go in the room and talk because I knew my brother was going to come inside like shortly after me. So I was like, let's just go in the room and talk.
You didn't want your brother in your business?
Correct.
And what did all hell break loose then?
Yes.
Tell us what happened, please.
So the next thing that happened was basically we go in the room. She still was asking me who Kyla was, and then she FaceTimed her. And when she
How did she do that? On your phone?
Yes, on my phone.
Your phone was working?
Yes, it was working at this time.
When she FaceTimed her, what did she do?
She angled the phone to where as if it's just me that called her. And basically she had it set up, and I guess she was looking for answers or something. And me and Kyla had a short, brief conversation. And then after that, she just was like, you ain't shit. Dominique said that, I'm saying.
Did she hang up the phone or did she let you?
Yes, the phone hung up.
She hung up.
Yes.
She was testing you to see who Kyla was?
Yes.
Why'd you even participate in this?
I mean, like I say, it wasn't nothing to hide. And I was just like, all right, you want to go do that, pretty much.
Huh? So you figured no big deal?
Yeah, no big deal.
Is that the end of it?
No, it wasn't.
What happened then?
So after she said, you ain't shit, I asked her, I was like, you doing all this? Let me see your phone. And then that's when she started spazzing out. She started hitting me on my head. And
how was she hitting you?
hard. Like she was like trying to hurt me.
Why'd you hit her back?
I mean, I don't believe in females. My mom always told me that if you ever get to the point that you want to put your hands on a female, just leave her. Just leave the situation.
And are you defending yourself, like blocking her, or what are you doing?
Yeah, blocking her. Like basically balling up pretty much because I knew she was mad. So at that time, I took it as like maybe I deserved it because she seen me texting her.
You deserve to get hit?
I mean, that's how I took it. I guess because that's, like I said, it was just a respect thing at that time. So I just felt like, well, she felt like I was texting this girl and that's disrespectful. So.
How about on Valentine's Day? Do you think you deserve to get hit then too?
No, not that time.
Why didn't you just leave her then?
Like I said, I love hard, so her good outweighed the bad. That's just what it was.
Thought.
Yes.
All right, so she's hitting you and using any objects or just her hands?
Well, actually, before she hit me, I forgot to say this point. She threw my phone and just broke it.
Where'd she throw it, against something?
She threw it on the ground. I had this tile floor, and she threw it.
Bedroom?
Yes.
And did you pick up your phone?
And yes, I picked it up and man, you really just broke my phone. And
how do you know it was broke?
I looked at it, the screen cracked, it's black and everything. You can't even open it.
You couldn't see the screen at all? No light would come out?
No.
You know if it was still receiving calls?
No, I don't know. I didn't think it was receiving calls because it's broke. You can't even see the phone.
You shut it off, or there was no way to do that?
No, there's no way to do that because how this iPhone set up, you gotta like press one of the side buttons and then the volume button, and then you gotta like swipe it on the screen. So
You couldn't do that at the time?
no.
All right, so what happens after she breaks your phone? Do you hit her, or does she hit
No,
you?
that's when she started like hitting me and everything. And then in the midst of that, she had like picked up a trophy and like hit me on the top of my head with it.
Did she hit you full force, or was it partial force?
Yes, it was full force.
And did you get injured, or not really?
No, I didn't get injured because I pretty much braced for it. I seen it coming.
Did you try grabbing her and stopping her, or what'd you do?
Yeah, I tried to grab her. Like after she did, I'm like, Dominique, stop. And then she put a trophy down, and then that's when she got her stuff and she was like walking out of my room.
Did she act like she was injured and she couldn't hit you or anything, or she pretty strong at that point?
Yeah, she's pretty strong.
Did you ever hold her hostage and tell her she can't leave your room and block her from leaving?
No, not at all.
Did you start raising your voice during this time period?
Yes, because she's like, fuck you, broke ass bitch, and you a fuck nigga, and all things like that.
Saying terrible things.
Yes.
Did you start saying some terrible things back to her?
Yes, I was saying things back to her.
Why were you doing that?
I mean, because I'm obviously frustrated that it even got to the point where she broke my phone. Like, there's one thing that you're hitting me, but you broke my phone. Like, I don't think that was right.
Did the fight spill out of the room?
Yes.
And what happened after that?
I thought she was leaving, but when she came out my room, she makes a right. That'll be where my living room is. And she goes to my PlayStation 4 and picks it up and slams it and breaks that.
Did the police ever take that or take pictures of it, to your knowledge?
Not to my knowledge, no.
It was completely smashed?
Correct.
Okay, that's the end of that video. What it doesn't, well, I guess the first video showed the shooting. So at some point, she texted her brother. Him and his crew came. There was a scuffle. And then, now they had guns with every intention to shoot, or either they did shoot, and he returned fire. So the big thing everybody's trying to give him, Travis, a lot of slack for is because he shot 39 rounds, 39 times. But again, this was his property. They came to his property based on the sister's distress call, which again, y'all know how people do. Y'all know how these women do. She left out a lot of pertinent information and had her brother and his friends run up in behind her lies, her emotions and feelings, and got someone killed. So we've said now, fast forward, the trial ended yesterday. He's fully acquitted. This young man has been vindicated to some extent, and he's looking to return to the NFL. But a lot of people are calling for charges on Dominique Jones. This is the woman who made these accusations and basically tried to ruin this man's life, because somebody got to get that body, right? Somebody got to get that murder charge. So, this is just another one of those stories that we don't need in our communities, but it just goes to show dealing with women, toxic women, women who mean you no good, women who are irate, who act impulsively on their feelings and emotions. You know that whole saying, you knock on Pandora's box, you're going to find something. And she want to go through your phone, feel like she found something, be irate, putting her hands on you. I have 2 sons, so I feel him. He didn't want to put hands on her, but you ain't nobody's punching bag, right? At some point, your instinct is going to kick in. Enough is enough with someone putting their hands on you. So as of right now, we don't know what's happening with Dominique Jones, but we are so grateful that this brother, it's unfortunate that someone was killed, but that goes back to the crew that came. You got to ask questions. You can't just be running up behind nobody's bullcrap, because you could be running into some bullets. And we all know the saying Grandma, Big Mama them told us, bullets ain't got no name on it. So your boy done convinced you to go defend his sister. So it was 4 of y'all, him and his brother in the house. And now look, your boy did. All because of your funky sister. Who's married? Who was married during all of this? So, this is one of those bittersweet stories. We happy that this brother, didn't have to take a murder charge. But again, it's unfortunate that someone was killed. So we all just need to teach our children, continue to learn ourselves that Operating off feelings and emotions is not going to get you nowhere, and it could possibly get you in the grave. This was another episode of Go Go Talk with your host, B. Please like,
Yeah, B. Talk your